My name is Laurie Crippen, and I'm an auto broker. I work for Fleetstar. I'm their Central Coast Area Regional Manager. As an auto broker, I represent you in finding, negotiating, and acquiring the vehicle of your choice without ever setting foot on a car lot. My goal is to make sure that you don't feel taken advantage of, and the dealership still makes some money because they're entitled to keep the doors open, and you're entitled to not feel like you've been taken advantage of. You're entitled to that good deal. And there are times when I can get you a car at below fleet price, below fleet pricing. And the dealership does deserve to make a little bit of money to keep their doors open. They're like a grocery store. And I keep you from being beat up on a car lot. Why should you waste your time? Give me a call, and you will never have to set foot on a car lot again. There was this one client. Loved her. She called in, and no car dealer would touch her. She was disabled, and she had 3 disabled children. Her husband had left her. She was on permanent disability. No car lot would help her, and she lived in Thousand Oaks. She couldn't drive to Ventura. She was afraid to drive that far. And so she happened to get me on the phone, and she was very lucky because I really am passionate about what I do, and I listened to her. I took the time to listen and figured out what she needed was a Ford Escape. It was the best car for her needs. She needed something that for her children, and something that would fit her dogs, and to just get around Thousand Oaks, just to get to the store and things like that. And she had a wagon that was not just dying, it was dead. And so it took me a month to get the banks to finance her. I worked and worked and nagged and threatened, and finally I got it done. But I made sure that she liked the car. So I drove the car to her house, and she and the children came out, and they were all over it. They were opening doors and opening the hood, and she was this little thing. And she got on a step stool and got in the car and sat in it, and it was so cute. And she loved it. And she said, "Can you do this?" And I said, "Sure." So I took the car back, and I looked at her car and I went, "Oh no." So I told my boss at the time, I go, "We have to give her $500. What's the car worth?" "Nothing." And he goes, "Well, we can't." "Yes, we're doing this." So I made my poor boyfriend drive her car back, did the paperwork, brought the paperwork to her. Her car almost broke down on the way back to the dealership. Brought her the new one, bought her her own step stool, and gave her the car. And she and the children cried while signing the paperwork for the car. She bought a second car too about 3 years later, but no one would finance her. And I had to prove that she was on disability, it was permanent, but I took the time to do that. And my guy was like, "Wow, this is what you do?" But yeah, that's what I do love about the car business. And as a broker, I get to do this stuff all the time. No one can say, "No, you can't do that." That's one of my passions, helping people. And someone like that didn't want to be, she was afraid to drive from Thousand Oaks to Ventura. I don't mind going and doing it. I mean, I'd do anything for these people. It's awesome. It's really good.